Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, as you all know that we are reading chapter 5 Indigo written by Louis Fisher. We will be continuing with this lesson in this video too. But first of all, we are going to recall what we have read as of now in this lesson. So in this lesson we have seen that it was written by Louis Fisher after he had interviewed Gandhiji. He asked Gandhiji about the beginning of about the independence of India, about when the first step towards independence of India was taken. Gandhi shared with him an incident of Champaran, which was known to be, not which was, even today, which is known to be the first step towards India independence. Gandhiji told him that when he was attending the national convention, the annual convention of National Indian Congress, it is Indian National Congress, yes. When he was addressing or when he was attending annual convention of Indian National Congress, a poor man, a poor peasant during that convention means a meeting. When Gandhi was addressing annual convention of Indian National Congress, there were 3,201 delegates and many visitors attended that convention. Among the visitors, one poor peasant, Rajkumar Shukla, was there, who had come from Champaran, because the peasant of Champaran were the victim of sharecropping agreement which was imposed by English landlords, British landlords. Rajkumar Shukla wanted Gandhiji to visit Champaran and fight against this system of sharecropping. Gandhiji was not free for a few months. That is why he could not fix schedule. But Shukla was resolute. He determined wherever Gandhiji went, Shukla followed. Finally, when Gandhiji reached his ashram, which was in Sevagram in Ahmedabad, Shukla asked him to fix the schedule. Gandhiji was very much impressed by Shukla's tenacity, by Shukla's determination, and he asked Shukla that he would be coming to Calcutta, which is now Kolkata, on such and such date. Then Shukla kept on waiting Gandhiji until he reached Calcutta. He kept on waiting on the at the place where Gandhiji had promised him to see him. When Gandhiji reached there, Gandhiji he waited Gandhiji to be free. So when Gandhiji was free, then Shukla as well as Gandhiji, they left for Patna, as Muzaffarpur was on the way to Champaran. So first of all, Gandhiji decided to go Champaran. Gandhiji also sent a telegram to Professor J. B. Kripalani. First, Gandhiji went to Rajendra Prasad's home. Rajendra Prasad was the president of Indian National Congress. Later, he became the president of independent India. There, Rajendra Prasad was not. He was out of station. Rajendra Prasad was not at his home. The servants of Rajendra Prasad knew Shukla very well. They knew that Shukla was a poor peasant and he frequently used. Servants took Gandhiji, another peasant, and he also treated with Gandhiji the same way. As Shukla was a poor peasant, so they took Gandhiji, another poor peasant, and treated Gandhiji in the same way. They asked them to sit on the ground. They asked them to stay on the ground as they did not know Gandhiji. Even they did not allow Gandhiji to draw water from well, as according to them, they were also the victim of narrow-mindedness, of untouchability. So they thought that if some drops would fall into the water, into the well, it may pollute the whole source of water. That is why they did not allow Gandhi to draw water. Dear students, the system for which Rajkumar Shukla wanted Gandhiji to involve, wanted Gandhiji to fight for them, what was the system? It was the system of sharecropping. They were the victim of sharecropping. According to that, on 15% of their land, actually most of the arable land, most of the fertile land were owned by, Englishmen, the British landlords. And Indian farmer, they were working on these land as tenants, as peasant. So it was a condition which was forcefully imposed on them. They were compelled to grow 15% or 3/20 of their land. They were forced to grow indigo. They were forced to grow indigo on 15% of their land or 3/20 of their land. So this was the agreement. Later, when they came to know that Germany developed synthetic indigo, so they wanted to. Now they started asking for compensation to release the peasants from this system. Some of the peasants they signed on the agreement, but later, as they did not know that the British landlords wanted to free them because Germany had discovered synthetic indigo. So when those who have already given the money, when they came to know that all this was happening because Germany had developed synthetic indigo, so they started asking their money back. They wanted their money back. So this was the issue between the peasants and the landlords, for which Rajkumar Shukla wanted Gandhiji to involve and fight for them, fight against these British landlords. Okay, so now let us continue and see what happened next in the story. So I hope you all are ready with your book. Page number 49. Let us begin with page number, last paragraph of page number 48. Most of the arable land in the Champaran district was divided into large states. Most of the arable land, most arable means fertile. Arable means fertile. So most of the fertile land of Champaran district was owned by Englishmen, the British landlords, and they were divided into large states and worked by Indian tenants. And Indian tenants were working on those land. The chief commercial crop was indigo. Those days, indigo used to be a chief commercial crop. The landlords compelled all tenants to plant 3/20 or 15% of their holdings with indigo and surrender the entire indigo harvest as rent. So as per the agreement imposed to them, the Indian tenants, the landlords compelled all Indian tenants to plant 3/20 or 15% of their holdings with indigo and surrender the entire indigo harvest as rent. So this was the agreement which was imposed on them, imposed on Indian tenants. This was done by a long-term contract. So this was done, this agreement, it was a long-term contract. Presently, the landlords learned that Germany had developed synthetic indigo. So now they came to know that Germany had developed synthetic indigo. Synthetic means chemical based. Synthetic now they came to know that Germany had developed synthetic indigo, chemical based indigo. They thereupon obtained agreement from the sharecroppers to pay them compensation. They thereupon means immediately. Thereupon means immediately. Okay. They thereupon obtained agreements from the sharecroppers to pay them compensation for being released from 15% arrangement. So they started asking for compensation to release the sharecroppers from that 15% agreement which was imposed to them. The sharecropping arrangement was irksome to the peasants. Irksome means irritating. Irksome the sharecropping system was irksome, irritating to the peasant, and many signed willingly. So they wanted to get rid of this system. That is why many of them signed the agreement. Those who resisted engaged lawyers. Those who opposed, they engaged lawyers. Meanwhile, the landlords hired thugs. So when those who opposed it, they hired lawyer, but the landlords, they hired thugs, and they got them beaten. Meanwhile, the information about synthetic indigo reached the illiterate peasants who had signed. Meanwhile, this information of synthetic indigo reached to those peasants who had signed this agreement, and they wanted their money back. Now they started asking for their money back. At the point Gandhi arrived in Champaran, so this was the point when Gandhi arrived in Champaran, he began by trying to get the facts. So he collected the facts. First of all, he collected the facts. First, he visited the secretary of the British Landlords Association. So first of all, he visited to the secretary of British Landlords Association. The secretary told him that they could give no information to an outsider. The secretary refused Gandhiji to give any information, saying that he was an outsider, and they could not give any information to an outsider. Gandhi answered that he was no outsider. Next, Gandhi called on the British official commissioner of the Tirahut division, in which the Champaran district lay. So next, Gandhi called on the British official commissioner. Next, Gandhi met the British official commissioner of the Tirahut division, in which Champaran district lay. The commissioner, Gandhi reports, proceeded to bully me and advised me forthwith to leave Tirahut. Forthwith means without delay. Forthwith without delay or immediately. So further, he scolded Gandhiji, he bullied Gandhiji, and asked him to leave Champaran. Asked him to leave Tirahut without any delay. Gandhi did not leave, but Gandhi did not leave Tirahut. Instead, he proceeded to Motihari, the capital of Champaran. Instead, Gandhiji proceeded to Motihari, the capital of Champaran. Several lawyers accompanied him at the railway station. Several lawyers accompanied Gandhiji to railway station. A vast multitude greeted Gandhiji. Multitude means many people. Multitude means many people. Let me rub it and then write down. multi multitude means many people. Okay. So Gandhi did not leave. Instead, he proceeded to Motihari, the capital of Champaran. Several lawyers accompanied him. Several lawyers accompanied Gandhi ji. He went to a house. Several lawyers accompanied him. At the railway station, a vast multitude greeted Gandhi. At the railway station, a vast, many people, a vast crowd, they greeted Gandhi. He went to a house and, using it as headquarters, continued his investigation. Gandhi went to a house and, considering the house, using the house as headquarters, he continued his investigation. A report came in that a peasant had been maltreated in a nearby village. Then a report came to Gandhi ji that a poor peasant was maltreated, was misbehaved by British landlords in nearby village. Gandhi decided to go and see. The next morning he started out of the back of an elephant. So Gandhi went to see him. He started on the back of an elephant. He had not proceeded far when the police superintendent's messenger overtook him and ordered him to return to town. He had not proceeded far. He had not proceeded far when he was stopped by a British officer and he was ordered to leave the town. He was ordered to go back. In his careers, Gandhi compiled. Complete means accepted. The messenger drove Gandhi home, where he served him with an official notice to quit Champaran immediately. So the messenger drove Gandhi home and he served him an official notice to quit Champaran immediately. Gandhi signed a receipt for the notice and wrote on it that he would disobey the order. So Gandhi did not follow the order. He had written that he would be disobeying the order. Okay. In consequence, Gandhi received a summons to appear in court the next day. So that is why Gandhi received a summons to appear in court the next day, as Gandhi refused to follow the order. So that is why he received a summons to appear in the court the next day. All night Gandhi remained awake. All night Gandhi could not sleep. He telegraphed Rajendra Prasad to come from Bihar with influential friends. So he telegraphed Rajendra Prasad to come from Bihar with influential. Influential means who were rich and having links. Okay, influential. were rich and having links. So he asked Rajendra Prasad to come from Bihar with his influential friends. He sent instructions to the ashram. He wired a full report to the viceroy. So he also sent instructions to the ashram and he wired full report to the viceroy. The full report was wired by him to the viceroy. Now look at the next paragraph. Morning found the town of Motihari black with peasants. Now in the morning in Motihari, a crowd of peasants could be seen. They did not know Gandhi's record in South Africa. So these peasants, they did not know Gandhi's record in South Africa. They had merely heard that a Mahatma who wanted to help them was in trouble with the authorities. They just knew that a Mahatma who wanted to help them was in trouble. Their spontaneous demonstration in thousands around the courthouse was the beginning of their liberation from fear of the British. So their spontaneous means natural, demonstration means, it is called in Hindi dharna, display. Okay, so their spontaneous demonstration in thousands around the courthouse, it was the beginning, the victory over fear, as Gandhiji wanted them to remove their fear. So now this was the beginning. That is why they gathered and came to support Gandhiji. The official felt powerless without Gandhi's cooperation. The official felt powerless without Gandhi's cooperation. He helped them regulate the crowd. So Gandhi helped the British official, to regulate the crowd. He was polite and friendly. Gandhiji was polite and friendly. He was giving them concrete proof that their might, hitherto dreaded and unquestioned, could be challenged by Indians. So here now Gandhi was giving solid proof that now their power, now they were considering themselves very powerful, but now they could be challenged by the Indians. This is the message which Gandhiji wanted to convey to them. Now look at the next paragraph. Morning found the town of Motihari black with peasants. Now in the morning in Motihari, a crowd of peasants could be seen. They did not know Gandhi's record in South Africa. So these peasants, they did not know Gandhi's record in South Africa. They had merely heard that a Mahatma who wanted to help them was in trouble with the authorities. They just knew that a Mahatma who wanted to help them was in trouble. Their spontaneous demonstration in thousands around the courthouse was the beginning of their liberation from fear of the British. So their spontaneous means natural, demonstration means, it is called in Hindi dharna, display. Okay, so their spontaneous demonstration in thousands around the courthouse, it was the beginning, the victory over fear, as Gandhiji wanted them to remove their fear. So now this was the beginning. That is why they gathered and came to support Gandhiji. The official felt powerless without Gandhi's cooperation. The official felt powerless without Gandhi's cooperation. He helped them regulate the crowd. So Gandhi helped the official, the British official, to regulate the crowd. He was polite and friendly. Gandhiji was polite and friendly. He was giving them concrete proof that their might, hitherto dreaded and unquestioned, could be challenged by Indians. So here now Gandhi was giving a solid proof that now their power, now they were considering themselves very powerful, but now they could be challenged by the Indians. This is this is the message which Gandhiji wanted to convey to them. So as of now, dear students, we have seen as Gandhi wanted to make the farmers fearless. So it was the first step towards it. Okay. So it's all about this video lesson. In my next video lesson, we will be continuing with the remaining part of this lesson. Okay. So we will go a few more paragraphs in my next video lesson. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.